Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Sunday. Okay, guys, so we are back to talk about the fact that Vicki is clapping back at Alexis Bellino. I have my bubby right here if you can hear the water bowl. We actually, and I don't know if Jason's gonna like me sharing this, but we did get word back for everybody who's been asking about Theo. We'll move on. Let's get right into it. Smash that like button, show some love. Let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Sorry, guys. I know that, well, one, he just looked at me when I was saying Theo. So, and I feel like dogs, like, I don't know. And I know I'm going to get into the story, but they know they can read your energy, they can feel it. And crying right now is not conducive to keeping him as the happiest buddy ever. So, I will share with you guys when Theo is not around. Isn't that weird? Am I a weirdo? I don't know. Maybe I am. Anyways, let's get into the Vicki of it all. So, Vicki Gunvalson. Now, she's defending her insurance business after Alexis threw shade. Thank you to Taste of Reality, the OG of the OC won't stand for Alexis Bellino's shade and misinformation. Vicki took to social media to set the record straight regarding an accusation that Alexis made about her business. She said, Kodo Insurance, which has been in business for 34 years, is thriving. Okay. She said, my feelings on a certain situation involving someone I think is being shady have nothing to do with that. At least I have a business and I don't have to depend on a man. Now, as you guys know, Alexis and John began dating after the accidental meeting at the Quiet Woman restaurant. But during Alexis's stint on Bravo, she was married to Jim Bellino, who sued Shannon Bedore in a very long, expensive legal battle. And John broke off his engagement to Shannon earlier this year, just before she was arrested for driving under the influence. Yeah, that also happened. But there are new photos. There are new photos of them together. And in the new photos, you see where he has his like arm around her hip. And I'm like, first of all, this is absolutely a new relationship. You can call it a happenstance, a friendship, whatever you want to call it. You can call it a storyline. I don't give a shit. There is something going on here. And are they probably trying to do it for TV? I don't think that it hurts. I think it definitely contributes. He is getting in, not physically. Well, I don't know. I'm saying he's getting in bed with a person, but I don't mean like actually in her bed. But I'm saying like you're getting in bed with a person who you know wants to be back on the show. And you told Shannon that you don't want all of this attention, yet you are trying to get with another potential housewife. I think that honestly, for John Jansen, I really agree with Vicki Gunvalson. I think that this is just a thirsty move. I think it's a thirsty move on John Jansen. I think that Alexis Bellino knows exactly what she's doing. And I think that for Shannon Bedore, she deserves to have somebody be able to go up against her. I really do. I don't think that Shannon Bedore deserves a break or someone like what you literally sat there and went in on Gina for getting a DUI. You have talked about other people's shit, and now all of a sudden you're the topic of conversation. It brings me back to when Erica Jane did the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion, and she said, one day you guys will be in this chair. And it's so true. One day you will be in that chair. And that's exactly what happened. You got put in the chair that you didn't want to be in because this is what it is, girl. Now, let's move on. You guys are getting me all fired and whatnot. All right. So, Tom Sandoval offered an update on his and Ariana Maddox's living arrangement on Thursday's episode of Tamara and Teddy's podcast. He said Ariana is currently staying in some like place. We don't talk, and we haven't. We have a go-between, whether it's my assistant or a friend. And he continued living with Ariana for months after his affair was exposed, but I don't know how that's going. Now, following the news of Sandoval and Raquel's secret romance in March, the Pump Rules cast went back into production as the now ex-couple faced a whirlwind of hate, including claims of self-righteousness aimed at Sandoval, which he does not agree with. I do. No, I don't. In fact, the opposite. I always say, "Hey, we all fuck up. We all screw up. You guys are icing out James. You're icing out Jax. You're icing out Lala. He's who, without sin, cast the first stone. Mm, we all screw up." Because he's been met with such aggression, a number of Sandoval's castmates chose to cut ties with him completely, and the ones that haven't, including Sheena, have faced their own backlash. I'm respecting. I know I'm a bad look and I am baggage and it sucks and it's sad, but people can't be seen with me and I get it and I respect that. Now, even Sandoval's restaurant, Shorts and Sandy's, which he shares with Tom, was met with calls for boycotts and bad reviews. Luckily, 8 months after the news broke of his affair, things are settling down. It's good. He said at the business these days, also confessing that there are challenges. He said it's not WeHo, it's not slammed every night, it's not in the neighborhood that parties. But as for why Sandoval cheated on Ariana in the first place, he admitted to getting caught up. You get lost in your emotions. Love makes you do really stupid things. You throw logic out the window, and that's exactly what happened. And when you're in the public eye, it's not so simple. You have to plan, you have to make moves. We also were part of a business. Also, I'd never been in a relationship this long, this intense. We came up together. We bought a house together, started a business together. I know this sounds crazy, but I love Ariana. And according to Sandoval, his love for Ariana was actually what led him to keep his affair with Raquel a secret for so long. Delaying telling her was also delaying hurting her. And I know that's so short sighted, but that's part of it. But on the podcast, Sandoval explained why he didn't join Ariana in her hookup with Lala. That was a few years ago. He said they were both drinking all day and I was buying a car that day. I was overly caffeinated. I was not in the best shape. I didn't feel sexy. I didn't. And I wasn't very sexually active during that time either. I was not about to have anybody see me naked. What an interesting way to address that. Now, let me just break down a few things really quick. For Tom, I thought that 4 T's in a pod, Tom Schwartz, Tom Sandoval, Tamara Judge, and Teddy Mellencamp. One, it was a great podcast interview on Teddy and Tamara's part. It was. It was a fantastic podcast interview. But for Tom Sandoval, talk about somebody who puts their foot in their mouth over and over and over and over and over again. He sounds like a complete narcissistic douchebag loser. Like the blame game, she's 29. Yeah, bitch, you're almost 40. What are you saying? Like, you're saying that she needs to grow up. You need to grow up. You're saying that she came onto a man who was taken. So now you're not taking responsibility for your own actions. You know what? Let me just say really quick, and I'm sure a lot of you guys who are viewers are watching this. I have a husband who's 40. I am 30. I have people who come on to my husband all the time. He doesn't do anything. I have people who come on to me all the time. I don't do anything. So it's like, what are you talking about? You're saying, well, I was depressed. I've been depressed. Jason's been depressed. We've all been depressed. We've all had emotional highs and lows, but it doesn't mean that we like, oh my God, I slipped out of my clothes and into your bed. You sound dumb. That's honestly, I can't look at it any other way, but you sound dumb. I think that it's deflection. I think it's narcissism. I just think it's wild. I think it was a great interview. I thought Teddy and Tamara killed it. But like they sound like assholes. And when I say they, I just mean Tom Sandoval, not Shorts, Sandoval. But I want to hear what you guys think. Go ahead and comment below, especially about Vicki Gunvalson's clapback. Smash that like button. Show some love. And I'm going to get on my flight. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.